Emergency service personnel are judged by their ability to respond urgently to life-threatening situations. But in many communities across the nation, responding quickly requires the help of new technology. Thanks in part to video communication equipment developed by Tandberg, emergency units in Concord and Kannapolis, North Carolina have reduced response times by nearly a minute.
About 6 years ago, we started identifying a problem we had in the fire department with our training efforts and our meetings and bringing firefighters from the remote fire stations up to the training center for their daily training. And we do it very typically like many other fire departments do, where half the department would train in the morning and then those guys would go back to their station in the afternoon. The remaining half would come up and train. That creates a problem because it leaves half of the stations in the city uncovered for that period of time, and when a call occurs back in their response area, they have to respond from whatever training site they're at back to that area, and it can delay that response by 5 to 8 to 10 minutes depending on what part of the district it's in.
Average response time for us was about a 5 to 6 minute response time. With the video conferencing and able to keep the companies in their area, we reduced it down to about 4 minutes and 30 seconds.
Concord Ladder 3 is going to be responding.
Now, with quicker response times, the fire department is seeing a 50% improvement in heart attack victims' chances of recovery. And this past year, the video systems helped increase the property saved from working fires by more than 40%.
We were fortunate in that in our planning, we went beyond just having a system in the fire department. All of the City of Concord's vital facilities have video conferencing systems, to include our police station, all of our police substations, our airport, our operations center, our city hall. We also included our neighboring cities of Kannapolis and Harrisburg. They have similar systems in their police and fire stations, their city hall. Cabarrus County, the Sheriff's Department, the County Emergency Operations Center, our County Health Department, our regional hospital. Every primary facility that would be involved in any type of disaster has a video conferencing link. There are 28 sites that are involved in the system.
Tandberg's video solution has also proven essential to coordinating response efforts in emergency situations.
When we have special events such as the NASCAR races at Lowe's Motor Speedway, or certain types of weather situations such as ice storms or floods coming up, the teleconference system assists us greatly in the fact that we don't have to have all our specialized personnel in one particular location.
Should something happen, we'll have instant connectivity to decision makers, to resources, and different things like that.
It increases communications tremendously. It decreases response time significantly. It adds to firefighter safety.
The technology is easy to use and allows trainers to use a variety of tools to illustrate their message.
With the new video system that we have, I can incorporate probably 25 to 30% more information in one class than I could before, because I don't have to worry about switching machines and making sure this works, plug this up. And it's a clearer, it's a very precise, it's like digital versus analog.
Jim Sells, Concord's emergency management coordinator, helped the city finance the Tandberg system by winning grant money from the Department of Homeland Security.
When you write a grant like this, one thing you will find is you can't do it alone. You have to depend on other agencies just like you do when you have a response. And if you're going to be working out here in the field together with fire and police and EMS, you also need to work together out in the field. You need to work when you start planning for grants or when you start working to put in a new response system. Nobody can do it alone.
Through Tandberg's video communication systems, public service personnel all over the country can now trim valuable seconds responding when an emergency strikes.
I think the biggest thing in our issue, we're just limited by our imagination. I don't think we've even scratched the surface of how we'll be able to use the system in years to come.